Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're fast-forwarding to business validation in the year 2026. We are completely rethinking how market research is done by leveraging multi-agent AI systems to discover, and more importantly, stress test new business niches. So if you're ready to totally upgrade your approach to market research, you are absolutely in the right place. Let's get into it. Right out of the gate, we need to face a pretty harsh reality. Stop wasting months on traditional market research that often produces entirely biased answers. Most business ideas don't actually fail because the entrepreneurs lack creativity. Not at all. They fail because founders validate those ideas using, well, polite surveys, outdated demographic data, and a whole lot of hopeful assumptions. Let's just be brutally honest for a second. Traditional methods like manual questionnaires, focus groups, or just asking your friends and family if they like your idea, that can produce incredibly misleading results. People often say one thing and do something completely different. Sample sizes are way too small, the market data gets outdated the literal second it's published, and honestly, we entrepreneurs tend to interpret results to fit our own biases. The result? We end up building things nobody actually wants. Which brings us to the core challenge of today's explainer. Could your business ideas survive an AI stress test? I want you to completely shift your mindset right now. The goal is no longer to protect your fragile, newborn business idea and cherry-pick data that confirms you're a genius. Nope. The new goal is to aggressively attack your own idea using advanced artificial intelligence. We want to expose the fatal flaws before you spend a single dollar or waste a single month of your life. To do this, we're using a brand new paradigm called synthetic market validation. Basically, this is all about using generative AI to create synthetic personas. Think of these as incredibly detailed, dynamic simulations of your potential customer segments. You can spin up an AI persona of a super budget-conscious university student, a highly skeptical technical expert, or, an overly enthusiastic early adopter. By running these synthetic personas, we can essentially simulate market dynamics, challenge our own assumptions, compare different hypotheses, and map out the entire landscape long before we ever launch a real-world test. Okay, let's dive into this, because this right here is where the magic really happens. Now, you might be wondering, hey, can't I just ask ChatGPT if my idea is good? Well, that's single-agent AI. It's just one bot sitting in a vacuum producing a single, isolated analysis. It's kind of flat. But true multi-agent AI? That is like a digital boardroom. It's a swarm of highly specialized agents analyzing the exact same opportunity, but from multiple, intentionally conflicting perspectives. So instead of one AI giving you a polite pat on the back, you get a ruthless team of digital experts debating and dissecting your opportunity from every angle. So let's meet your new digital laboratory, the 7-agent swarm. First up, the market analyst checks for size and growth, while the customer persona agent simulates target audience pain points. Then the competitor agent hunts down barriers to entry. Fourth is my absolute personal favorite, the adversarial agent. We'll talk more about this guy in a second. Fifth, the pricing agent evaluates willingness to pay, while the trend agent scans the horizon for emerging shifts that could literally make or break your niche. And finally, the business validator. This is the ultimate judge that pulls together all this conflicting data to output a strict, non-nonsense recommendation: go, pivot, or kill. Let's anchor these high-level AI concepts with a concrete, real-world example so you can see how this theory translates into practice. Imagine our brilliant business idea is an AI-powered platform designed to help university students automate the really tedious parts of their academic research workflow. We're going to feed this exact idea right into our 7-agent swarm and see what happens when they get to work. The gauntlet kicks off with the competitor agent. It immediately jumps in and asks, what existing tools already solve these problems for students? It thoroughly investigates the landscape. Are students already hacking together generic tools like ChatGPT, or are there specialized software options out there? What's the positioning of these competitors? What's their actual competitive advantage? If the barriers to entry are just too high, or if free alternatives are already heavily entrenched in student life, the competitor agent is going to flag this niche as a high-risk zone right out of the gate. Enter the adversarial agent. Let me tell you, its sole mission in life is to destroy your business idea. It genuinely does not care about your feelings. It asks brutal, targeted questions like, why would a student absolutely refuse to pay for this product? It actively hunts for your hidden assumptions. Is the problem actually painful enough for a broke college student to open their wallet? Are we just wildly assuming students have disposable income for software? By actively trying to break the idea, the adversarial agent exposes all those fatal flaws you were just too close to see. Simultaneously, the pricing and trend agents are having their own intense debate. The pricing agent is evaluating price sensitivity. Like, should this be a monthly subscription, a freemium model, maybe a one-time purchase right before final exams? Meanwhile, the trend agent is zooming out to look at the macro environment. What emerging shifts in education and AI are happening right this second? Could universities just ban AI tools entirely, crushing this business overnight? Or will institutional adoption actually accelerate this niche? They're analyzing all these variables in parallel. After the swarm has totally battled out, all that juicy data feeds right into the seventh agent, the business validator. It takes everything and generates a comprehensive business opportunity scorecard, breaking down the idea across 10 crucial criteria. We're talking scores out of 10 for things like problem intensity, competitive pressure, technical difficulty, and regulatory risk. This gives you a really objective, quantified snapshot of the opportunity. But remember, this scorecard is designed to help you prioritize. It is not an absolute truth. It's a remarkably intelligent compass, but you still have to walk the path yourself. So how does this actually look in practice? Let's look at a fully automated pipeline. Because no, you do not have to manually prompt ChatGPT 7 different times. A practical 2026 system combines large language models with a slick automation tool like N8N. Think of it as a digital assembly line for your data. You just input your idea, it triggers a swarm, pulls in live data from research APIs, processes all of that insanely complex information, and boom, it generates an automated, interactive dashboard. The heavy lifting of the research is entirely automated, leaving you with step 4, the final human decision. So the crucial point is this reality check right here. Synthetic personas are not real customers, period. AI is an incredible research accelerator. It is absolutely phenomenal for generating hypotheses, exploring edge case scenarios, and discovering objections you never in a million years would have thought of. But no matter how incredibly advanced the simulation gets, an AI agent cannot actually buy your product. It cannot experience the genuine, painful, emotional friction of actually pulling out a credit card. And that is exactly why your AI laboratory must eventually step out into the real world. Final validation absolutely requires actual human behavior. We're talking about real customer interviews where you can sit across from someone and read their body language. We need to see actual search behavior, real website traffic, on landing page experiments. We need advertising tests, pre-orders, and cold hard cash. The multi-agent AI system prepares you brilliantly, for sure, but it does not give you a free pass to skip gathering real-world evidence. This brings us to the ultimate sequence, what we call the AI to reality transition strategy. You start with your hypothesis. You immediately run it through the AI simulation and that brutal adversarial stress test. If it actually survives that gauntlet, you take those highly refined insights and design a laser-focused, real-world experiment. You collect the data, you iterate, and finally you achieve true business validation. By heavily utilizing AI in step 2, you are dramatically reducing the initial cost and time of exploration. You literally stop wasting months of your life on bad ideas. Because ultimately, a simulation is not proof. Look, in 2026, the true competitive advantage for any entrepreneur, researcher, or startup founder isn't simply the ability to generate more business ideas. We have plenty of tools for that now. The real superpower is the ability to eliminate bad ideas incredibly fast, so you only spend your precious time and your hard-earned capital on the ideas that actually deserve serious experimentation. The multi-agent AI transforms your process into a state-of-the-art digital laboratory, but the physical market, that will always remain the ultimate judge. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought. Don't just ask if your idea is good. Ask yourself right now, how can I try to destroy my idea before investing my time and money? Because when you finally learn to attack your own concepts with a swarm of specialized AI, you unlock a massive entrepreneurial advantage. If you found this explainer valuable and you want to learn exactly how to build these AI agents, orchestrate these automated workflows, and construct your very own multi-agent systems, make sure to subscribe to Crit Academy. Activate that notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming in-depth technical tutorials. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next explainer.